Come, Magicons! Transform! Vortex!
Hi, Collector here. Welcome to another Transformers video review. Today we're taking a look at Combaticon Vortex from Age of the Primes. Now, yes, it took me a while to get this because Amazon decided to cancel my pre-order originally. It sold out and was kind of difficult to find, but now I have him. And yes, I will go all in on the Combaticons. I chose not to go in on either Devastator nor Superior because it just didn't appeal to me. But the Combaticons, always a nice thing to have. Also, we've now gotten some reveals, some images of Blast Off and Brawl. They're looking nice. Yes, Brawl, still don't see how he's Voyager, but we'll see what he comes with that maybe makes up the price, because now they're $42. So yeah, that's getting kind of expensive. Also, Onslaught, we've only seen a sketch for him, so well. Anyway, let's get on to Blast Off here. Vortex. And he's 1 of 5 Combaticons. He has 19 steps. It's a nice helicopter mode on the front. His robot mode, the orange visor there. It's actually kind of red on the box, but hey. Transformers, Age of the Primes, Combaticon Vortex on the side. Get Bruticus, nice. Image of Bruticus all combined. They'll say collect to combine. All 5 of them. On the other side, we get the Primes. Not what Star Combo looks like, but that's what the image ended up looking like. He is a deluxe class, and he is now $29.99 if you can find him. There he is in his robot mode and helicopter mode. Again, 19 steps. On the top, just his Vortex, nothing on the bottom. It's alive. So that's it for Vortex. For his box, I'll take him out and see what he's like. If you're liking this video so far, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, because it really helps us out. And let's move on to take a look at Vortex. Here he is out of his box. Let's take a close look at him, shall we? There's his head sculpt, visored head with visors, silver mouth plate. It's hard to tell from certain angles, but it is slightly more silvery than the rest of his head, which is a gunmetal gray. Got the combiner ports here when he combines with Onslaught. Blue for the chest, blue for the legs and the crotch. Black paint on the shins, with also the other port for combination. The arms, just very gray, gunmetal gray. Nice little fists there. We're going to talk about that in a bit, but yeah, that's just awkward. It does have a Decepticon, sorry about that, a Decepticon symbol on his shoulder, done in purple, very nice. He does have these hanging back. It's back, pretty clean, all things considered. Not much there to speak of. Mostly helicopter parts. That's expected. Yeah. So let's now talk about the issues with this figure. Number 1, these things. These just hang off his arms. Nothing to do with them. You can, of course, go G1 like, just tap them into his arms, and he got his fists in there. It's kind of weird. You can do that, but yeah. Otherwise, if you untap them, you get this cutout fist, which looks very weird from the side. And he only has 3 fingers, so yeah, that's even stranger. I don't know what they were thinking with this. It's already very hollow, so they could just hollow out that part to fit the full fist, but okay, guess that's what they did. Same thing on the other side, but now you get the tail fin, the stabilizer rotor here. Again, it doesn't peg anywhere. There's no tab. There's nothing. There's a port there, but there's nothing on this side to tab into. So yeah. Kind of weird. But enough of that. Let's get down to articulation. So the head is on a ball joint. It can look slightly up, slightly down. It can rotate, and it has very slight tiltage. Shoulders, universal joint here. Well, they can open up. You have this, the engines here that can rotate around. It does get a bicep swivel. Very tight on mine. Yes, there you go. Hollowed out arms, but what can you do? 90-degree bend at the elbow. 90 degrees. No wrists. Head. He does get a waist. Can kick forward. He can kick back. Can do the splits. A little higher than that. Does get a thigh swivel. 90 degrees of knee bend, and yeah, there's no way to improve this because this doesn't open. So just 90 degrees. So the toes, they can point down. They can't point up. The heels can point down. It has ankle tilts all the way, very far. And it has this weird hinge right there. There's the pin. That sort of makes his foot move down a bit. I don't know why. But it's there. I mean, in helicopter mode, this is just collapse, so this doesn't do much. So I'm not entirely sure what that's supposed to be. Either it meant to be something else and they scrapped it, but they left a pin joint there for some reason. Yeah, that's really weird. Anyway, that's it for articulation. And, not bad for articulation. Accessory-wise, he gets several things. He gets, of course, his rotors, which you can open up like that. And it is a notched, sort of notched peg, but he's the port on the back, that's a hexagon. So you need to actually align it for it to actually peg in. And you can spin ports, you need rotors on the back. He does get two of these small pistols. Which very bland. But yeah. You can't hold them in his hands, like so. Or you can tap them in to the ports on the back of his arms, give him arm cannons. He does get a larger scoped pistol, much like guys from the Minotaur set. Don't know if the aerial bots or the Constructicons get these guns or not. Don't own those, but yeah. The Minotaur set does get somewhat similar scope guns. This is from Dead End. They're scoped. This one gets no paint. It's just gray. And yes, he can hold it in his hands. And they are blast effect compatible, sort of. I mean, the pig's a bit shallow, but you can sort of tap it in. But yeah, it's gonna just fall off. The other guy, it's sort of there. Again, not a lot of grip to it, but you can do that. Now, for comparisons, we have, of course, last time we got this guy, Combiner Wars, Alpha, Bravo, Vortex. Yeah. I think this overall looks better than this guy. But I think this guy gets better hands overall with missiles. Here is with Energon Vortex mold. This is technically blackout, but same mold. very short. Here he is with our last review, Armada Cyclonus. As you can see, he's a bit larger, but he doesn't have to combine. Here he is with a Stunticon, very similar size, and no, he is not compatible with Menasor. You can't plug him into his arms, sorry. I tried, no, doesn't work. And of course, the aggregated comparison. Here he is with Optimus Prime. Let's do the series. Yeah, he's taller as he should be. And there he is. Well, robot mode is okay. Yes, he has some issues with the arms and the panels here, which have nowhere to go and just hang around. The guns are okay. Teeny tiny little guns. He does get a second one. So we can give him 2 guns on one hand. But yeah, all in all, he's okay. Not really great, but not terrible either. And honestly, who's gonna keep him in robot mode to see all those flaws in robot mode? Yeah, that's him in robot mode. Oh shit. Okay, let's go into transformation. So, for transformation. For transformation, you want to collapse the panels here. His arms collapse like so. You want to rotate this section across. You want to rotate his head back. You want to pull up this panel on the back here. Help to cover his face. Then you want to bring up his arms. Just on this hinge. Bring him up. Up. You want to rotate this engine first forward. And you want to rotate the back with the rotor. Rotate so it faces that way. And then finish rotating his arm in, like so. Rotate the other side. Bring it up. Rotate his little engine back. Rotate it in, all the way under the panel. It's a bit harder because it gets stuck. There. And you can tab the tail in together. Tabs in together. Fold out his stabilizer in here, like so. And rotate the fin down, like so, so it's horizontal. Then for the front, you want to open these panels up on the legs, close his feet on the panels, untap his legs, collapse in. To get it under that panel, and then tab it in, tab it in, tab it in, close the panels, and there you have Vortex in his helicopter mode. And yeah, he's a pretty nice helicopter mode, all things considered. He does get a small landing gear on the back of his head, so you can pull it out. You can sit him down. There he is in helicopter mode. And yeah, it's pretty nice in helicopter mode. I do like it. I like the gunmetal gray, the blue stripe. Yeah. The rear looks fine. Yeah, it looks pretty nice in helicopter mode. I do like it. Very nice. For weapon storage, you do have these things. Well, rotors stay there. And his weapons, the instructions tell you to use this tab right there into that slot in the front. So you can do that. And these tab into these slots using those tabs right there. So you can tab it in. I believe they tell you to face them backwards, but yeah, you can face them forwards. And yeah, there are all his guns. Of course, you can just tab them on to the port on the bottom if you really want to. The port on the tail if you really want to. You can have that. You can have the away. Just tap the smaller ones on the bottom. Tap the larger one up here. Yeah. Like so. This gets him a bit unstable when you land him, but you can do that. Yeah, there he is in helicopter mode. So we'll put these back so he's stable. Over here. And over here. And this one, oh, this one's to stay there for now. But yeah, there he is in helicopter mode. And as you can spin his rotors, both of them. Large one and the stabilizer one in the back. They do spin freely. But yeah, nice helicopter mode. I do like him. He does get black windshields there for the cockpit, black windows all around, picked out in silver, trim around him. Yeah, not much other detail though. Anyway, for comparison in helicopter mode, for comparison, here he is with the Energon Vortex mode. Again, blackout. Yeah. Yeah, this is a major improvement to that. Also much more expensive than that was originally. Here he is with Combiner Wars, which I still think pulls off the robot mode a bit better, but the helicopter mode, yeah, I like this helicopter mode much more than Combiner Wars. But yeah, all in all, that was better. Here he is with Armada Cyclonus, again, quite a bit larger. Same general color scheme, but are we expecting a Ruination Walmart exclusive camo repaint of this guy eventually? That would be interesting. Compare them. Here he is with Stud Gun. Yeah, he's a bit longer than Dead End. They transform pretty similarly, all things considered. And we'll do the same thing when they combine. Yeah. Thought it made sense to compare them. And last but not least, the obligatory Prime comparison. There he is with Optimus Prime. It's not to scale. Because or not, I'm guessing when Onslaught gets revealed, he'll be closer to size to Prime. That would be an interesting comparison for sure. Yeah. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, that's it for our comparisons. So yeah, there is Vortex. He has a few issues on his own, but really, who's gonna, display him on his own, not combined with Onslaught form Bruticus once they're all out? Yeah, so this minor annoyance. He has some issues, but overall, he looks kind of nice. I do like the new mold. I do like what they did with him. Looks pretty nice. Fairly hands. But yeah, all in all, not bad. Not great, but not terrible. Somewhere in the middle. Yeah. Well, I thank you for joining me today for this review of Vortex, Age of the Primes Vortex. And yeah, join us for the rest of them as they come out. I will be reviewing those. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff below. Ring the bell to get notified when the rest of the reviews for the Combaticons are released. And yeah, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.